The goal for us this evening is to act as a platform for you lot to get involved. We want to promote youth engagement within our communities.
Over the 2 years of CWBR Youth, we've successfully connected with decision makers and young people. And the focus really at the end of CWBR Youth, which has been funded by the Welsh Government Democratic Engagement Fund, has been to try and move those conversations on a bit, bringing decision makers together with young people to find solutions that get young people more involved regularly. We've used the usual approach with CWBR Youth of having some engaging activities that young people can get involved in and councillors can join them in and they can have a chat. And we've captured that in various ways using creative methods like the graffiti project, but also we've been trying some new technologies.
At the top, but the one that you think's the most important thing, top of the list by some way is places to hang out.
The Learner Executive is a body of students made up from all faculties of Pembrokeshire College. We're such a diverse group of people. We're all engaged, we all want to get involved in our community. We're a ready-made focus group, really.
We want to try and identify some concrete things that we can do together as a result of this to make youth voice more effective in Pembrokeshire.
Let's hear all of your ideas, because by and large they're better than ours, but you don't know who to tell them to.
Maybe go in a bit before the meeting's scheduled to have a bit of time to talk about what we think.
We really, really need to listen to the young people and engage with them because they are going to be the councillors of the future.
It can feel like no one's listening to us. Decision makers and politicians turn up, they'll nod their heads, they'll agree with you, but they won't follow through.
Young people think that anybody to do with any sort of political anything, they think we're completely detached from reality. I don't think the young people think that they have a voice, and that if they did have a voice that maybe we wouldn't listen anyway.
One of the barriers could be lack of proper spaces to discuss youth voice. You have to be face to face, you have to be social.
And one person goes out and has a chat. Literally.
No, just walk up, have like cookies and coffee in the evening or something.
It's really important that we talk to the community, but especially young people.
One of the barriers is there's a lack of awareness among decision makers. Some decision makers might think that young people don't want to be engaged.
The young people have come up with some fantastic ideas here.
They sparked off different ideas, which is good to take on board.
It's important that we see it from the youth's point of view.
We're here for them, and we've been up to the school, we've listened to them, and it's good now they've come here.
CWBR Youth has done so much with us. The residential allowed us to go through our projects in an informal setting.
This project also provided us a space to develop skills like problem solving, critical thinking.
Today we're doing the cook-off for mainly team bonding. I want people to be able to focus on communicating with this. The better we work as a team, the more effective we will be when we go back to college.
Poor perception of the positive contribution made by the young people is a very big issue.
I just use Facebook, I don't use anything fancy. I wouldn't know how to.
Planning events about young people assisting with helping social media websites.
It's a massive challenge to engage young people from my community in anything civic related.
You can come and speak to us in County Hall. That's something that you can do.
It's not just about inviting people to come to us. We have to do the legwork. We have to remember to look up and to reach out.
To make sure that we listen and we actually enable and empower those young voices with a sustainable opportunity as we go forward. Working together with the likes of Tom leading the CWBR Youth Project is absolutely critical to facilitate that.
Another barrier a lot of young people have is a lack of time.
I'm as a student governor, but I'm also part of Youth Assembly and Youth Bank. Takes time.
If you've got the enthusiasm of an individual councillor like that, I think young people's view of politics can change. They can feel a bit more engaged in it.
I've made stools, made benches. I applied for a furniture making course in college. I'm going to be doing an apprenticeship.
Declan has been amazing. What a success story, from going to FutureWorks to now like being in college and apprenticeship. It's things like that that make being a councillor worthwhile.
Declan just found enthusiasm for being creative and working with words. He's a good example of what can come of a project like this.
We just have to be more approachable rather than try and overwhelm people with like, here's your entire council, deal with it. Build up the trust in the way that I have.
Has it been fun having these kind of discussions?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Brilliant, fun.
We need to create these platforms and have these open conversations. And this is just a starting point today.